Oh, hello there, and thanks for joining Uncomplicated Math today. Today we're going to be looking at how to add decimals, and by the end of this video, you'll know the steps involved when adding decimals. So let's get started. So in question number 1, we're being asked to add the decimals 6 and 12 hundredths plus 7 and 9 tenths. So looking over to the right-hand side here under our steps involved, we can see that our first step is to line up the decimals vertically. So we're going to rewrite this problem down below, and we're going to make sure that in our very first step that our decimals are aligning properly. Now we're going to add the digits to this problem, making sure that they're aligning in their proper place value, so then the ones are in the ones place and the tenths are in the tenths place. So now we can move on to step number 2, which is to fill in with placeholder zeros. As I'm sure you've noticed looking at this problem, it's not exactly even. There's no digit in the hundredths place. So we're going to add a placeholder 0 here because adding a 0 to the right of a decimal does not change the value of that decimal. 7 and 9 tenths is the same as 7 and 90 hundredths. They're the same value. So now we can move on to step number 3, which is to bring down our decimal into our answer, making sure that it's aligning vertically. And then step number 4 is to add the decimals from right to left. So when we add 2 plus 0, we get 2. When we add 1 plus 9, we get 10. So we're going to rate our 0 and carry the 1. And when we add 1 plus 6, we get 7. And when we add 7 plus 7, we get 14. So when we add 6 and 12 hundredths plus 7 and 9 tenths, we get 14 and 2 hundredths. So now let's move on to question number 2, where this time we're being asked to add 12 and 3 tenths plus 6 and 34 hundredths. So looking over to the right-hand side, our first step is to line up the decimals vertically when we rewrite this question vertically down below. So our decimals are lined up, and now we need to add our digits, making sure that they're aligning within their proper place value. And now once we've completed this, we can move on to step number 2, where we're going to add in the placeholder zeros. We can see we have an empty spot in the hundredths place beside our 3, so we're going to rate a 0. And then we're going to bring down our decimal into our answer because it's not going to change its location. Now we can add the decimals. When we add 0 plus 4, we get 4. When we add 3 plus 3, we get 6. When we add 2 plus 6, we get 8. And when we add 1 plus 0, we get 1. So when we add 12 and 3 tenths plus 6 and 34 hundredths, we get 18 and 64 hundredths. So hopefully by now you understand the steps involved when adding decimals. Help make math less complicated by smashing those like and subscribe buttons. As always, enjoy today's math journey.